Welcome to practice. Today we're going to be playing with balancing postures, with really working with the legs, with our warrior postures, and really attuning to and being in our ground of being. When you are stable in the lower body, when you're stable in life, that's where you're able to step out and take a risk, and that creates the opportunities for the cultivation of mastery, and out of mastery for you to be able to have an insight. Your lower body, your hips, your legs, your feet, it's your tenacity. It's your the way that you hold your ground. It's your boundaries. And even playing with that in our physicality, it's going to start to steep into the other pieces of ourselves. Because everything on the outside has a relationship to the inside, and everything on the inside has a relationship to the outside. So this is a challenging practice, but it's really designed for you to start to feel your own capacity in your stability. And again, out of that place, when we're really rooted and grounded, we can move upwards again into capacity, mastery, and then into this place of opening up to having an insight. But first things first, it's about really getting down into this first floor of your house and occupying that really, really well. We're going to begin in a seat. You can certainly elevate your pelvis on a block or a bolster. I often prefer to sit that way. Wherever you are, make sure that your perineum is plugged into the earth, so you have a plug and a socket, and your personal nature is connecting to great nature beneath you. And out of that connection of the pelvic floor and the ground, the spine is free to lift and rise. Your breath will move easy, and your ground of seeing, your head, your antenna, your third eye center, all of that can lift and rise. And then softly close your eyes. And bring your hands to your knees so that you have good contact between the past, the memory, which is the kneecap, and the soft, squishy bit of your palm, which is your potential. And you are holding yourself like a ball in a mitt. And gently wrap your armpits towards your heart so that your chest can open and the collarbones can broaden, and find a little sense of lengthening your chin towards your chest. And without changing anything yet, just attune to body breathing, to the tide of the in-breath and the out-breath. And just feeling whatever it is that's arising now. And attuning to the lower body and its contact with the earth below you. And even hear how out of that connection between your holy feet on sacred ground, your hips, your seat, anchoring, how the torso lifts. And even though we're going to be working today and playing with stability, it's this idea that the more that we do, it's increasing our capacity to simply be. And our culture tends to have it backwards. We do so we can do so we can do. But our work is to start to shift that dialogue towards I do so I can be. So I can be even more established in this foundation. And now start to deepen your breath. Seal your lips and inhale and exhale through the nose, finding a little tone to the breath, a gentle ujjayi breath. No pauses at the top of the in-breath or the out-breath. And as you start to connect with this movement of breath, now open up the thread of your imagination. And take the tongue to the top of your palate, just behind your teeth, to the place where you would say the word love or alleluia. And sense now that there's an axis right up the center of yourself, the Sutra Atman, the thread of the self, the spine. And start to breathe. As you inhale, imagine fire rising up your back. And this is your effort and your vigilance and your tenacity. And as you exhale, be ready and willing and available, and sense, imagine water, grace descending. So fire rises up the back, water descends down the front. And breathe around yourself in a sphere, starting to wrap yourself in a cocoon of your own breath. just to start to heat things up and flush things out. Take your arms up now in the shape of a V, an equilateral triangle for strength, structure, and stability. Make cups in your palms so that if gift waves are raining down, you're ready and available to receive. Gently lift your throat, gently lift your chest. And we're going to pump out about 100 Kapalabhati breaths. You'll be forcefully snapping your abdomen back and exhaling out the nose like little bunny rabbit breaths. So take a nice deep breath in, and let's begin. Take a deep breath in, hook your thumbs over the top of your head, sip in 3 little more sips through your mouth, 1 more sniff through your nose, hold your breath at the top completely full, and exhale, release your arms. Very nice. Make your way to all fours, please. And as you come to all fours, place your hands directly underneath of your shoulders, your knees directly underneath of your hips. Find a little sense of the navel point by pulling back and press the floor away. And now from here, simultaneously inhale, reach your right arm and your left leg long and avoid overarching through the back. Stay level like a table and try not to shift side to side through the pelvis. And as you exhale, lower back down. Again, avoiding a big shift in the pelvis. Now in breath, reach your left arm and your right leg away from each other. And exhale and lower. Let's continue. Inhale, super stable through the midline of the body, right arm and left leg. Exhale and lower. Inhale, left arm and right leg reach. Exhale and lower. 2 more sets. Good. Last set, right arm and left leg. And lower down. And left arm and right leg reach. And lower down. Super nice job. From here, push down into your palms and hover your knees about 1 inch off of the floor. And that's going to feel like quite a bit of work here. And then shift forward, bringing your shoulders slightly past your wrist. And then exhale, push the floor away. Keeping your knees hovering, bring your seat back towards your heels. Again, inhale, shift forward, shoulders past wrists. Exhale, seat back towards your heels. 2 more times. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, seat back towards your heels. Last time, shift forward, shoulders past wrists. Exhale, hovering the seat over the heels. Keeping the knees lifted now. Super slow. Start to lift your butt, articulating through the back of the leg, opening up into downward facing dog. And now let's reverse that. Start to dip the knees forward, gently lowering down, hovering the knees off of the floor. Your butt is staying lifted. And then again, straighten the legs and push back. Let's do that 3 more times. Start to slowly drop the knees, starting to activate the thighs and the lower body. Lift the seat and straighten the legs. Good. Last 2. Slowly descend the knees, pushing the floor back and away. Straighten your legs. Last time, bend the knees. And hips high. Good. Pause in downward facing dog and just open things up, whatever that looks like for you. You can bend and straighten a leg, walking your dog, shifting side to side, just opening things up. Any little actions in the body that you need. And then find some stillness in downward facing dog. And take a couple breaths here. And feel the anchoring from the left palm to the right ball of the foot and the right palm to the left ball of the foot. And now nice and slow, pad your feet forward to your hands, hip distance apart, coming into a forward bend, Uttanasana. Find a little bend in your knees. Take opposite palm to opposite elbow over your head. Make really good contact between your torso and your thighs so that you're really in the crease of the hip, and shift slightly forward so that you're coming into the ball of the foot and into your potential. And looking back between your legs at the memory in the past that's behind you. Good, now bend your knees and start to initiate a back bend, lifting your sternum so that your torso comes parallel to the floor. And stay in this deep fold, keep back bending, sit back into chair pose, and then push all the way up to stand and drive your pubis forward, find a tiny little back bend. And now reverse this, body like origami, send your seat back, folding at the hip crease, come into chair pose, and then keep folding till your torso is parallel to the floor. And it's as if someone was pulling your elbows forward and your hips back, and then keep folding down, armpits to knees. Let's smooth that out. Inhale, find the back bend, pass through parallel to the floor, into chair, push all the way up to stand, a little back bend, lifting up and off of the kidneys, reverse it, hip crease back, seat back, folding down, passing through all three stages, armpits to knees. Again, lift up. Body is just folding and unfolding from the hip crease, like a piece of origami. Really anchoring yourself down in your legs. One more time. So nice. Pubis forward. Sink back. Good, and this time when you come down into the hang, keep contact between the torso and the thighs. Release your hands, swing them behind your legs, and grab a hold of your heels now so that your heels are in the palms of your hands. Again, like a ball and a mitt, hand in a glove, foot in a shoe. And you're shifting forward into the ball of the foot, taking the curve out of the upper middle back, softening the back of the neck. Very nice, you guys. Release your heels. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, little bend in the knees. Flat back, inhale, push all the way up to stand. Sweep your arms alongside of your ears. And exhale, release your arms to your side. Step your feet to touch. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. And you can use your hands here if you need to. We're going to keep lowering down and lowering down and lowering down until we can't go any lower. Lower your seat to the floor and then lift your legs into Paripurna Navasana. Knees can be bent, or if you're feeling frisky, straighten the legs. Squeeze your torso and your thighs towards each other. Big deep breath. Good. From here, rebend the knees. Bring your heels to the floor. Make a little triangle in your hands and then push your heels away. Push your hands towards your feet. Tuck your tailbone underneath of you. Suck your navel point back. Push through the ball of the feet and roll yourself onto your back nice and slow. Take your arms up and overhead. Now from here, you can bend your knees if you want to modify. Pull the navel point back, hover your legs, and now lift your legs all the way up to the sky. And now I'm going to curl using my lower abdomen, my lower spine off of the mat and tap my toes over my head. I'm going to be rolling all the way up into Utkatasana chair pose. So from here, I'm going to bend my knees towards my armpits, keep my navel point sucking back, and I'm going to roll all the way up onto the balls of my feet in this little squat position. Again, you can always use your hands. And now from here, descend the heels, sit back into Utkatasana chair pose, and fold forward over your legs. Good, flat back. Inhale, push all the way up to stand, circle the arms. Exhale, Tadasana, arms at your side. Same thing, once again. Inhale, sink into chair pose. And then slowly lower your seat towards the floor. All the way, butt to the mat. Lift the legs, Paripurna Navasana, any variation. Squeezing your hip flexors, your abdominals, working that compression. And then slowly lower the heels to the floor. Push the legs and the arms away from you. Tuck your tailbone underneath if you suck the navel point back. Roll back onto the mat, arms overhead. Hover the legs. Squeeze your legs together. Once the toes are at the sky, use your lower abdominals to curl your lower back up and off of the mat, taking your toes all the way up and overhead. Bend your knees towards your armpits, pull your abs back, take some momentum, roll all the way up onto the balls of the feet. Sink your heels, press into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward bend, Uttanasana, folding over your legs. Flat back, press all the way up to stand, circle your arms. Exhale, take your arms to your side. Last time with this, inhale, arms up, sink your hips, chair pose. Keep sinking down, squeeze your glutes, lower all the way to the floor, and right away, hollow the front body, scoop your legs up, Paripurna Hold here, big deep breath. Good, now super slow, push your heels away, push your hands away. Scoop out the front body like an ice cream scoop to your abdomen and lower down, squeezing muscle to bone on your legs. Take your arms up and overhead, hover your legs. Squeeze and curl up and overhead. Last time, knees to armpits, and roll yourself up into that little toe stand. Lower the heels, Utkatasana, chair pose. Push and fold forward, Uttanasana. Good, deep breath in, all the way up to stand. And exhale, take your arms to your side. Weight your left foot and wrap your left hip towards your heel rather than allowing this hip to sort of collapse out to the side. Suck muscle to bone on that left hip. Roll your right knee open and then assist your right foot either to your calf or your upper inner thigh. And same thing, we want to work to drop the pelvis nice and even. Push the right foot into the left thigh. Take your arms up, Vrikshasana, tree pose. And you can take the gaze up towards the sky. If you want to challenge yourself, you can close your eyes. Keep drawing your pubic bone towards your navel center. Nice job. Stretch your right knee forward and then extend your right leg. Hold. Kick your right toes towards the sky and lower the right leg down. Tadasana. Very nice. Shake it out. Weight your right foot. Roll your left knee open. Same thing. Hug the right hip towards the right heel and assist your left foot either to your calf or your upper inner thigh. Contract your navel point back. Stabilize through your standing leg. Vrikshasana, tree pose. And attune to your breath. Good, nice and slow. Take your left knee forward. And then extend your left leg forward. Kick your left toes towards the sky. Nice and strong. And lower your left leg down. Stand in Tadasana, arms at your side. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hip crease and fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog, please. Inhale, come forward to plank. And then squeeze muscle to bone on your legs. Draw your pubic bone towards the floor into floating up dog. Draw your chest through your collarbones. Strong abs. Tuck your chin to your chest and roll vertebrae by vertebrae up and back once again to downward facing dog. Bring your 2 feet to touch. Keep the pelvis nice and square. Stretch your right leg to the sky, pushing through the ball of your right foot. And then drag your heel to your butt, engage the hamstring, hollow the front body, take your knee down the midline, scoop forward, and step your right foot between your hands. And drop to your back knee. Here, your right knee should be in your armpit. Bring more weight to the baby toe side of your left foot. So for a moment, up on fingertips, straighten your back leg, roll a little bit more towards the baby toe side, and then redescend the knee. And now think that you're pushing into the ball of your right foot, that your back foot is an anchor, and then unfurl from your hip crease and take your arms up to Anjaneyasana. Hook your thumbs. Reach up and off of your kidneys, good deep breaths. Bring your fingertips back to the floor. Shift your hips back to half splits. Flex your right toes towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward over that front leg. Rebend your right knee. Listen, straighten your back leg and just swoop your right leg straight up and back to the sky. Shift forward, three-limbed plank, chaturanga, floating up dog, chin to chest, roll it up and back, downward facing dog. Pause. Once again, step your feet to touch. Stretch your left leg up to the sky, square the hips, squeeze your heel to your butt, hamstring is lit up, and then knee to nose, scoop and hollow through the front body and step your left foot forward. Wiggle it over to the side if it's not there already, so your knee is in your armpit, and drop to the back knee. Stay up on your fingertips, bring the top of the foot down, and then straighten your back leg, roll a little more towards the baby toe side of the right foot, and redescend the right knee. And now from here, anchored in the ball of the front foot, back foot is down, lift your torso, hook your thumbs. Lift up and off of your kidneys, drive your pubic bone forward. Bring your hands back to the mat, shift back, half splits. Inhale, lengthen the front of the spine. Exhale, bow down. Good, rebend your front knee, plant your palms. Sweep the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Shift forward, three-limbed plank, chaturanga, floating up dog, chin to chest, downward facing dog. And pause here for a couple breaths. Very nice, you guys. Once again, bring the feet to touch. Inhale and stretch your right leg up to the sky. Again, heel to butt, squeeze the hamstring, knee to nose, hollow the front body, and step the right foot through, and drop to your back knee. Now from here, you're gonna take your right arm and swing it under your right knee so that you've got a handle on yourself. Elbow right in the crook of the knee, and then I'm gonna take my right hand and I'm gonna grab my left bicep. Back toes are under. And then from here, I'm gonna shift back, keeping my torso connected to my thigh and forward. So start to rock yourself forward and back. Hand will move a little bit. And I don't care what pace you go at. The important thing is not even that you're straightening the front leg. I'm not straightening mine all the way, but that you're keeping really good contact between the torso and the thigh. 3 more. 2, 1. Nice job. Come forward, plant the hands, straighten your back leg, sweep the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Shift forward, three-limb plank, chaturanga, floating up dog, chin to chest, downward facing dog. And find symmetry again. Right palm to left foot, left palm to right foot. Seat is the pinnacle of the pose. Bring your feet to touch. Take your left leg up, heel to butt, knee to nose, squeeze it forward, and step your left foot through. Drop to your back knee, swing your left arm under, and get a handle on yourself so that you're grabbing your right bicep. And then you're just shifting from the hip crease. So gaze is forward, sternum is lifted, shift forward and back. Nice deep breath. Keeping that contact between the torso and your thigh. Sternum is moving forward the whole time. It's not about straightening the leg. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hands forward to the mat. Straighten your back leg. Sweep your left leg up and back. Shift forward, three-limb plank. Chaturanga. Floating up dog. And downward facing dog. And hold here now for 5 breaths, nice and steady and smooth. Just about 3 more breaths here. Just allowing some balance and symmetry to return to the form. Very good. And now look past your hands. We're going to be jumping or stepping or walking all the way through to a seat. So when I jump through, I like to widen my hands a little bit, and it's important that you look past where you want to land. So bend your knees, look forward, and step or float all the way through to a seat. And we're going to take another little Navasana drill here. So bring your legs out in front of you. You can start with a grip at the back of the knees, lift your shins. Optionally, of course, squeeze your legs together, straighten your legs, gazing up towards your toes. Take a nice deep breath in. Good. And now bend your knees, soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Crawl your fingertips forward and fold forward over the inner thighs. Couple nice deep breaths here. And then lengthen the front of the spine forward. Assist your knees together and sit right back again into Paripurna Zip your legs together, lift your chest. Good. From here, now bend your knees and shoot your heels out wide into Upavishta Konasana, a wide straddle. And we haven't done a lot of hamstring opening, so be gentle here, just coming down part way, not into your fullest range. Squeeze your legs nice and active. And then lengthen your torso back up again. Same thing. Bend the knees, slide them in. Paripurna boat pose. Good. Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Fold forward over your legs. Front of the spine lengthens. Nice flat back. Sit up. Assist the knees together. Paripurna. Good. Shoot the heels out wide. Upavishta Konasana. Wide leg forward fold. Again, not coming into your deepest range. Just part way down. Lengthen the front of the spine. Last round. Lift up. Paripurna boat pose. Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Knees wide. Hinge from the hip crease. Folding forward. Good. Lengthen the front of the spine. Knees together. Paripurna boat pose. Navel point back. Good. And then extend your legs out wide, and we'll pause here now for a moment. So point your toes and think that your top of your foot is rolling back towards your hips. And with a nice flat back, squeeze your legs nice and strong. Fold forward, maybe halfway down to your full range. Keep lengthening the front of the spine, nice deep breaths. Squeezing the legs nice and strong. Good, and then lengthen the front of your spine back up. From here, last set of Paripurna for now. Squeeze your legs together and then lower your heels to the floor. Once again, just like we did at the beginning of class, push the heels away, tuck your tailbone and roll back onto your back. Take your arms up and overhead. Hover your legs, scoop them up and over, coming back into that little baby plow. Bend your knees towards your armpits. We'll roll up through chair. Roll yourself up, little toe stand, and then push the heels to the mat, Utkatasana, and press all the way up to stand, Tadasana, arms at your side. Good, moving on. Take a nice deep breath in, stretch your arms up. Hinge from your hip crease and fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, and step back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Step your feet to touch and inhale, stretch the right leg up to the sky. Drag your heel to your butt, your knee to your nose. Hollow the front body, step your right foot through. Good, this time we're gonna stay on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, take your arms up alongside of your ears. Now, as you exhale, bend your elbows to a goalpost, hover the back knee off of the floor. Inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your leg. 2 more times, exhale. Inhale, lift it up. Last time, exhale. Good. Inhale, lift it up. Now from here, exhale, bend your back knee, and we're going to shoot and stand all the way up, bringing our left knee into our chest. So take your arms up and pull your left knee up and in. Good. We're going to thread that back into the lunge. So bend your elbows, tap the left foot on the back floor, bend the back knee. Once again, lift it up, left knee to your chest. Good. Last time, step it back, elbows in goalpost, back knee is bent. Lift yourself up. Now hold here and rotate your knee open, coming into Vinyasa tree pose, just like we did earlier in practice. And it's okay to be a little wobbly. Balance is a constant, well, it's a balancing act of playing our stability and getting off center and finding ourselves once again. Good. So nice. Now from here, turn your knee forward and extend your left leg, just like we did earlier in class. And now pass through Tadasana. Thread your arms back by your hips to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Left leg back, chest is lifted. And now lower your chest to the floor, standing splits. Fold over your right leg. I don't care how high your leg is. Think that, in fact, often I like to bend my standing knee. So here I'm bending my right knee so I can get a little more height in the left leg. Good deep breaths. Good. Now tap your left foot about 2/3 of the way back on the mat. Pin your heel down. Inhale, lengthen the front of your spine forward and bow forward, Parsvottanasana, or pyramid pose as it is known. Good deep breath. Super nice job. Bend your front knee. Step your left foot back, nice and straight. And then just like we did earlier, sweep the right leg up to the sky. Shift forward, 3-limb plank. Chaturanga. Floating up dog. Downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. It was a lot of asymmetrical work, so just taking a moment to find stability once again. And now step your feet to touch. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. Take your heel to your butt, your knee to your nose, shift forward, and step your left foot between your hands. Again, staying on the ball of the back foot, my knee is still in my armpit. I'm gonna unfold from my hip crease, arms up. As you exhale, bend the elbows, descend the back knee. Use the elbow position to drive the scapula a little deeper into the back. Inhale, straighten your arms and your leg. Exhale, bend. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, in and exhale. Good. Now from here, in, exhale, bend, and now your in-breath, you shoot forward, right knee up to your chest, arms to the sky. Good. Thread that right leg back. Bend the elbows, drop into the lunge. 2 more times. Inhale, lift it up, right knee to chest. Exhale, drop it back. We're holding this time. Inhale, swoop it up, right knee to your chest, and then transition the sole of the right foot to your left inner thigh for Vrikshasana tree pose. I'm wobbly today. Smile at your own little imbalances. You don't have to smile, it helps me. Having a sense of humor. Nice deep breaths. Good, and then thread your knee forward, extend your right leg. Pass through Tadasana as you take your arms back by your hips. And if you fall, fingertips to the floor, just lift right back up. Stretching the right leg back, your chest forward, stand, and then fold into standing splits. Forehead to shin. Again, I like to sometimes bend my standing leg so I can get more height in the lifted leg. Nice deep breaths. And then transition, step the right foot about 2/3 of the way back. For Parsvottanasana, pin your heel down. Inhale, lengthen the front of your spine, and exhale and bow forward. And hold here. Super nice. Bend your left knee, come onto the ball of the back foot in a nice lunge, and sweep the left leg up and back. Shift forward, 3-limb plank, chaturanga. Floating up dog. And exhale, back downward facing dog. And just feel your legs, your seat high, and a nice steady breath. Good. From here, step your right foot between your hands, just nice and casual, and then spin to face the long edge of your mat so that your feet are parallel. Feet are a bit wider than your hips, than your shoulders. Inhale and halfway lift, and exhale and fold forward. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, front of the spine lengthens, bow down. Last time, inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold forward and stay. And think in this position that we're continuing to fight for the back bend and the forward bend, so the front of the spine is lengthening. You're shifting weight slightly towards the ball of the foot so that you can get your seat high. And once again, attune to the breath. Very nice. Release the back of the heels. If you have them, walk your hands underneath of your sternum. Plant your left hand directly under your sternum, and then bend your left knee and curl your right arm high. You can come onto the palm of the hand or the fingertips and just rotate around yourself. Stacking the shoulders. Good. And then bring your right hand down to where the left hand was. Bend your right knee and inhale, curl your chest to the left. Think that your sternum, as always, is traveling forward, collarbones are broadening. And then left hand back down. Once again, inhale, half lift, and exhale, and fold forward. Good deep breaths. Very nice. Release that clasp on the legs. Walk back towards your front foot. And then from here, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale and drop to your knees. Find a little back bend. Exhale, tuck your tail and your chin. Press back to child's pose. Dynamic child's pose. Inhale, press up to all fours. A little back bend. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tail, glide back. 3 more times. Last time. And just pause in child's pose for a moment. Forehead on the mat, elbows on the floor. And then sit back on your heels and swing your legs around out in front of you for Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. Extend the legs into Dandasana. Bend your right heel in and place the sole of your right foot on the outside of your left knee. And your leg can stay here or optionally swing your left heel towards your outer right hip. Sit up nice and tall, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. And then exhale and twist to the right. And broaden your collarbones. Turn your gaze past your right shoulder. Anchored from the pelvic floor, rising up through the crown of the head. Good deep breaths. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out. And now use your inhalation to come back to the midline and extend the legs, and we'll switch to the other side. Bend your left heel in, place the sole of the left foot on the outside of your right knee. Optionally, swing your right heel towards your outer left hip. Take your left hand behind you, stretch your right arm up, and then exhale, twist to the left and spin around yourself. Taking your gaze back over your left shoulder, creating length in the spine. And then use your in-breath to come back to the midline. From here, extend your legs out into sort of a little tiny mini straddle. And actually just slightly off center, I'm extending my right leg. I'm going to take my left heel all the way into the left side of my groin, and then I'm going to slide forward so that I'm actually up on top of the laces of my left foot. So now I've got almost a little past a 90-degree angle between my right heel and my left knee. If this isn't appropriate for you, your left sole of your foot will just be on your inner thigh. And now from here, turn towards that left knee, take your right hand to the left knee, and just take a little spinal rotation back to the left once again. Just opening things up. And it's okay if this right sitting bone lifts up off of the floor. And gently come partway out of the rotation and walk your fingertips forward so you're hinging out over your left knee. And then I want you to make a big circle to wrap around towards that right leg, coming into this little half Janu Shirshasana shape. And then inhale and lengthen your spine. And now exhale and bow forward. And you can grab a hold of your foot. If you're tight in the hamstring, you're welcome to bend your right knee. And here you can play with, if you let the left sitting bone come up, or if you're anchoring it down, the more rooted it is, the more intensity you're going to feel in your quadratus lumbarum, this big muscles of the lower back. So just be mindful of that. Keep lengthening the front of the spine and drop into the breath. Very good. Lengthen the front of your spine and sit all the way up. And just gently return the torso to the midline, hands on your thighs. Take a moment just to connect with your breathing. And then switch. So now drawing the right heel in towards the inner groin, extending the left leg out. Just at a little baby mini straddle. I'm going to turn to the right now and take my left hand to my right knee and really wrap your armpits towards your heart so you can broaden your collarbones. Good. Gently come out of the rotation and dive forward. Walk your hands out over that right knee for a moment. Just opening up here. And then think that you're taking a big circle, sweep, paint the floor with your fingertips as you travel over to that left leg. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale and bow forward. Janu Shirshasana. And as always, think that you're fighting for the back bend. Lengthen the front of your spine. And again, really mindful. Slide up, hands to your thighs. Just let things settle for a moment. Very good. And now extend both legs out into a straddle. Now for a lot of us, this is just not our favorite position. So be kind to yourself. It doesn't matter how low you go. You're not going to be a better person when you can do a middle split. So squeeze your legs. Again, you can see I'm almost externally rotating my hips, meaning that my heel in this case is coming towards you. My toes are pointing back. Now from here, I'm going to take my hands to my chest and I'm squeezing my legs so much that my heels are coming off of the floor. Inhale here, and then exhale and dip just as low as you can. And inhale, come back up with control. Squeeze everything, exhale down 2. Lift it back up. We're lowering down 3. Good, lift back up. Lower down 4. And 5. And 5 more times here. Every exhalation, squeeze and lower. Two more. And down. Good. Now this time, lower down into your version of Upavishta Konasana, wide leg forward fold, honoring the limitations in your hamstrings, in your back. Some of you, your torso might be all the way to the floor, and every day can be so different. Good. Lengthen the front of your spine. Walk yourself back up. Assist your knees together and come down onto your back. Just bring a little stability into the lower back. Plant the soles of your feet on the floor, your hands next to your hips. Tuck your tail slightly underneath of you. Inhale, lift your arms alongside of your ears, lift your hips. Exhale, lower your hips, lower your arms. Again, inhale, lift it up. Exhale and lower down. 3 more. Last one. Go ahead and pause at the bottom. And keeping your feet nice and wide, you can even widen your feet as wide as your mat. Take your arms out to a T shape and just drop both knees over to the right and turn your head to the left. You can close your eyes. Just another moment here, just gently rotating and through the spine, creating a little bit of opening through the left hip flexor. And then very gently transition the knees up and over to the left. Turn your head to the right. Good deep breaths. Good. And then gently come back to the midline. Pull your knees into your chest and give yourself a little massage on your lower back. And then just to close formally this piece of the practice before we move into Savasana and a few minutes in your seat, just wrap your forearms around your shins, around your knees, and tuck your forehead up to your knees and give yourself a little hug, maybe even offering some genuine affection and care. And then slowly extend your legs along the floor, or you're welcome to take core resting posture with the knees pointing up to the sky and the soles of the feet flat on the floor. Otherwise, extend the legs so that your heels are a bit wider than your hips, your palms are towards the sky. Lengthen the back of your neck. And take 3 or 4 Ujjayi breaths, just starting to settle your system. As you take these 3 or 4 deep breaths, Allow the chest to be still and the abdomen soft. Slow, deep breaths settling in. And relax. Allow your tongue to be wide. Release your forehead. And tune in to the sensations in your scalp, the hair follicles. And trace your awareness down your face, relaxing and releasing as you breathe. And rest your attention for a moment in your physical heart. Allow the breath to become increasingly calm and increasingly effortless, knowing that all that's happening when we breathe is the body is fulfilling its need for oxygen. So trust in its innate wisdom and genius. Allow your abdomen and internal organs to release and soften and sink. And continue to trace your awareness down your body, letting your hips be heavy on the mat, feeling the points of contact between your legs and the floor, giving in to gravity. Feel your heels heavy on the mat. All of the muscles of your body releasing into the deep earth. Gently bring your awareness and attention back to the whole of the pelvis and the hips. And sense the tingling, the spiraling of prana, vital life energy around the sacrum, an effortless presence. Your front body opening and spreading. With each exhalation, the mind relaxes, moving you into deeper levels of who you are. As body exhales, you release the content of the mind, becoming increasingly empty. And sensing the lightness, the elevation that comes when you release the burden of your thoughts. Rest here for the next several minutes, just gentle awareness of the body breathing. Begin to deepen your breath. Once again, bringing awareness to the movement of the belly, the breath, and the thing riding on the breath that we call prana. Gently starting to awaken the body. As you return some alertness to the body, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And perhaps rolling out the ankles and the wrists. When you have full awareness of the body, roll to a fetal position on your left side, supporting your head. And pause for a moment, just sort of cradling yourself. And press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seat. And close your eyes for just a moment. Establishing Kaya Sthira, the body still. Rest your hands on your knees or over your heart and gently bow your chin. We'll close the practice with an invocation. Ganesha Graha Nakshatra Yogini Rashi Rupani Tavim Mantra Mayim Naumi Matrikam Pita Rupani Ganesha Graha Nakshatra Yogini Rashi Rupani Devi Mantra Mahim Nami Matrikam Peta Rupani Ganesha Graha Nakshatra Yogini Rashi Rupani Devi Mantra Mahim Nami Matrikam Peta Rupani. Rub your palms together in front of your face. Get some nice heat and friction between your hands. As you're ready, cup your palms over your eyes, feeling the warmth of your touch and intentionally softening the muscles around your eyes. Gently open your eyes behind your hands, letting in the darkness. And as you're ready, release your palms, let in the light, and welcome yourself back. Thank you for joining me today. Be blessed.